Yes, welcome back to the Rotcast. On this segment, we have myself, one, and the other line, Mr. Fias, the boss.
And
Yes,
Mystery
Bong, we
Jam
are back.
12.
It's 12 o'clock lah, but
Hello, Ria.
and we welcome back Mr. Amir. Welcome back, sir. Again, we don't have Arif on the line because he has some matters that he needs to attend to.
She'll be back.
Yeah, he will be back eventually. So all right, Mr. Amir.
Yes.
How you been, Mr.
How been like just now?
Nah, I think you took a bit too much cough syrup.
Okay, because I just recovering from my.
You're recovering for flu, right?
Yeah, I still taking my cough syrup.
How's the weather these days? You guys
It's been hazy,
hazy?
You know, I didn't know about the hazy, but people been telling me about the hazy, but I didn't smell any haze. But I know it been freaking hot lately.
My office just now, because I was from my office, Kallang Avenue, wanted to go to the Marina One, collect something. On the way to the trip, I like, sialah, how come so fucking hazy here?
I
Like,
do not know about the hazy. Seriously.
Then the one that say the Malaysia forest fire,
No,
then the
everywhere.
Indonesia forest fire. So
Actually,
basically, we kena butt fuck and mouth fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, but then again, if you know, you seen the news or whatever, it's not only Indonesian mission is catching fire, Alaska forest is catching fire, and then
Alaska ada forest.
and then the Amazon is burning
Amazon,
as
that
well.
one I know lah. Yeah.
Alaska, I think cair ni, cair dan jadi air.
Yeah, the world is fucked, man. And the thing I know it's not been raining because like the stupid F1 is coming.
Yeah, but I guess like I didn't feel the haze like how like Fias is feeling, but the bahang warmness
Oh yes, please tell me about it, sir.
That's
one thing I don't like.
it was really warm today. So wow, like
But
hot, cold. Wow.
You know, but the thing is like we are complaining about hot, right? And then I think for the past few days, my friend, one in UK and then another one in Paris, they were saying it was a bit cold. It was 14, 12 degrees.
Hey, that's perfect weather, bro. Apa yang cold?
that's what I've been saying. But then again, they say it's like it depends because like when you in a hot country, you want cold, but then when you in cold country, you want hot.
Not really. Actually, most of the people I know that it's in a hot country, right, all say they want cold. They say they like this kind of weather. They like tell them go fuck themselves and die.
That's why when you go Europe and then after that you walk around slippers and then you have your shorts and then you do the pose. I didn't miss the pose, but then hopefully next year I'll be doing the pose again.
Alright, referring to what to what has been said by Amir, like because Amir did join Silent for touring last year.
Yeah. And I'm the second guitarist behind.
So Amir has done a lot of sleeper adventures. Can you like share like what exactly were you doing?
What adventure you want? Because if you want to sum it up, I got a lot of adventure. Some of it
let's get to the point, man. That adventure at the airport.
Which airport? Because it's like even on the airport I got like small adventure of my own without all the rest knowing.
Okay, wait up. So okay, before we get to the very controversial it's a controversial so
it's not only controversial, it's fucking mind blown.
So because Amir, you like to whenever like you follow the guys on tour, you like to use the hotel slippers.
Okay, sorry, it's not a hotel slippers, bro.
Yeah, then what slippers?
It's a genuine slippers.
Oh, is it?
It's those kind like how say before the height of like wearing the flip flops is the kind of flip flops, the slip on one. So mine is white color, so that's why it white, and then a lot of people thought it's the hotel slipper, but actually it's not.
And what's the reasoning for you doing poses, the same pose?
you want to know why? Okay, because the reason because it's like not every time we on tour, it's like few fucking hours inside the vehicle, and then you got butt cramp, and then the only time you want to go out, and then after that you stretch out, and then after that you stretch out already, right, and then you see the fucking damn, it's like the view is fucking awesome so it's like do the force because also it's inspired by by my bro Rohman.
Mhm.
Rohman Hunter. So there are Hunter post.
So
It's not by me, so inspired by him because he used to go like Europe and then he do that post. So and then I like kind of like inspired. It's like, I was stretching and then like myself lah, okay lah, come on man, represent.
so how fierce will you be indulging in future poses?
Yeah, he did.
Wah, I did
They
random
did.
poses.
They did, not random, bro. You post for it. You, Alvin, and Nizam, 4 of us all down there. I
lah,
got
actually we
hit
did
on my Facebook. Yeah. Yan took for us.
Yes, your tone like you got regrets like yeah I did.
I got
I cannot
proof,
remember
bro.
that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's on our way back. Remember, you were eating the sandwich or whatever it was because it's a fucking long ride to the airport.
Oh yeah.
And then we
yeah,
stop
yeah.
halfway, and then after we eat, and then after that, I said, take picture together. And then after that, take picture, and then sekali see the picture, then both of you behind also did the pose. Yeah.
So I mean like you are quite the road warrior like how many bands have you actually done? Like you already helped Asylum, you already helped Wormrot. Was there any other band that you actually like help
Okay.
with during tour?
Seriously, it's like even before this I did lah, but it's like on a bigger scale, which like I did Toyan the last time before. It's like it's not like macam the first time where Wormrot and the guys asked me to join them for the Euro tour. That's the first one that is like outside of Asia. But if like within Asia itself, last time I did a couple. Basically because it's like I last time I did my own show, so it's like, and then did my own show, or I kind of like help out friends, and then some of the bands like actually I ended up like going because it's like because they play in KL, and then I was Viting's friend, and then after that like my friend said, I mean you in KL right, so it's like, hey, can you help me like macam from KL and then bring them to Singapore and things like that. So it's like within KL, and then after that they play like Batu Pahat and things like that, and then JB, and then I just follow that those were the days where free, like very free, and then young and dangerous but it's more of like the local regional circuit yeah. But then it's like to go overseas is like the first time I was with Wormrot, and then after that the second time round, the third time actually with Wormrot twice, 3 times I think, and then after that with Silent last year.
So how difficult was it? Like what was the difficulties and challenges being on the road that long? Like you did shows, and then Wormrot is like the longest you've been on the road with like other guys touring, right? So what was like the challenge that you face while
Because
touring?
the last time, because when Yan and the guys was asked me, the first thing I was thinking like macam whether I can do it, I can survive that long. And then Yan was say, I mean you did the local regional circuit is kind of like similar, but then again is like a different situation lah. You get what I mean? It's like to me I can adapt lah, because like to me I very easy lah. They say pang apa, those kind of thing lah. So for me I kind of like sembarang juga but I know my responsibility and shit like that lah, because I did my own shows, and then like did like bring bands around, those kind of thing lah. So it's kind of like another up level from what I used to do regionally lah. So basically my stepping stone was like regional lah, and then after that when I was asked to follow them, so it's another step further lah. But basically it's more or less similar, but in a different environment. The only thing is like you can't go home, and those kind of thing lah. But we face a lot of things lah, like because the thing is like we on the road with like people that you do not know. You kind of know, because the thing is like people always say is like you only know the person, how the person is like you travel the person. Then you will know whether that person is okay. So it's like, to me it's like when the first tour I was okay lah, but the only thing is like there's some hiccups here and there lah, macam the normal like macam misunderstanding and things like that, normal lah, but after that we talk it out, things like that lah. Because you have to know, because it's like you have to talk it out other than you keep it to yourself, because it's like, you'll be traveling with the people for the next like couple days or weeks or months maybe, because it's like and then you'll be sleeping, and then like you do shit together and things like that. So you just have to get along, and then if you don't, you keep to yourself, you're not happy, and then until when you won't be unhappy. That's the reason lah. So it's like but that is between like people lah, like band members and me, because also it's like, to me it's like, I know band, and then it's like, I'm not part of the band, but the thing is, it's like I just assisting and helping out. So it's like sometimes I have to draw the line in a way lah, because like certain things, like sometimes band meeting that I'm not needed. So it's like I tend not to be so sensitive on certain things lah. But there's other things also lah. But I mean, like, just traveling and then different places. But so far you've been awesome. It's an experience. Seriously. It really make me like a better person, and to see things like in a different light. Yeah. So yeah. So can I give you the honor of like opening up the one that you want to ask me, that everyone be asking me? I think Rashid also that time was talking about it also.
Yeah, like if anybody were keeping track on some on certain issues that has happened, I'm trying to figure out like what things that we are allowed to say or not. But
just say only, don't care.
I think can. I think it's okay. It's okay. It's cool.
Okay, is it true that you are banned from coming into the States?
Okay, I'm not sure whether it's a band thing, but I know when the whole thing happened, I was asked to sign a piece of paper that declared me as an alien. And for the next 3 years, I kind of like, I think they didn't say that, I'm not sure, but it sounds like a band lah. But they say it's like, no, I will have like a thing that I can't really go into the US lah. But there's a way also lah. So okay lah, to start off the whole thing, because it's like I think last 2 years ago. Yeah, when Trump get into office, and then supposed to make a US tour, but they cancel it, because it's like it was still in a very unstable kind of like situation. So then after that, I think like a couple months back, and then like it was set lah. So and then I supposed to go, but the thing is, it's like a lot of shit happened lah. So it's like, so one thing after another lah. But it's all come to a point where actually it's just a small thing lah. Basically, it's like, but I can say it now that it's like a small thing lah, because it's just a trivial thing. But because maybe my color and the place that I'm from, so give them like an issue, so it become like a bigger issue lah. So basically, it's like when we go for the tour, and then at the airport, and then like the whole the guys luggages and some of the equipment was like tagged under my name. So basically everyone's stuff is under my name.
Alright, so basically to put into context, Amir is helping out Wormrot for, was it last year too, right?
It's only last year. Last year kan first.
Yeah, last year, and it was supposedly a US tour.
Yeah.
So during this time when they were traveling, and you guys already reached, which airport was it that you got?
It's supposed to be from Singapore, and then after that we transit in Abu Dhabi. Or is it Dubai or now I can't remember.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. So that's where the whole thing kind of like become an issue.
So during this transition period in at the airport at Abu Dhabi, basically the rest of Wormrot managed to go through, but Amir was stuck at the airport for how many days?
It's kind of close to 48 hours.
48 hours, so that's about like nearly 2 days. And the reason being is that what was the factual reason that you got stuck in the airport? Like you were in for the interrogations and all that, right? So what's the actual factual
Yeah,
thing?
like that's how I say because it's all start off from that, all the entire bag, these luggages and stuff
Mm.
was like
Mm.
tagged under my name. So the thing is like also before I begin also is like, I think the whole issue came out on like I think metal injection or metal sucks or something like that. And then it become like a whole different story. But yeah, we go back to that later. But then again it's like to sum up all the whole story, right? The story that I'm gonna tell you roughly lah. I can tell the long one or short one. I don't know. It's up to you guys. But to summarize, the whole situation is kind of like if you watch the movie The Terminal, Tom Hanks. So it's a bit like that. But then again, Tom Hanks got it better. So that within the 48 hours, I feel like I like macam Tom Hanks, but it's in a bad way. But
Tapi you tong heng.
Tom Hanks. So it's like, yeah, so it's like, and then we supposed to transit. So it's like, it was fucking like bloody hell. It was like already like I think more than 12 hours flight, and then after that, like from when we landed, and then we have to walk all the way on the other end. It's like me, Arif, and Rashid were like, it's like, hey, where's It's like we walk. It's all the way until the end of the airport. And then when it came to the airport, I mean the check, the apparently they got a couple of checks. So one of the checks, immigration check. Okay, not the Czech Republic. So I wish it was in Czech
Oh my
Republic.
god.
Okay. If like now I can like joke about it means I'm better about it.
Yeah,
already,
of course.
Okay, so the thing is like we check, there and then the immigration so they take our passport and things like that. So and then after that, so it's like and then after that he saw, okay, to tell you guys like for us, okay, like this whole situation so is good also because it's like it make people know to tell people to be aware also because it's like I don't want this whole thing to happen to other people also. Because because I went through easily shit. I hope no one else go through the shit that I went through. Because I know some people did went through it, and then after the whole incident also there's people that message me asking about the whole thing. So okay, this what happened. So it's like they check and then they say like, oh, how come yours is different visa? Because like for us Singaporean, if we want to go US, right? Because even though they say it's like you don't need visa, but then again, you have to remember that you have to apply visa online. There's two ways lah. One is visa online, and one is visa via the embassy. Right? So I did that apply thing. And then he say, how come you different? I say like, oh, they are band. So I'm just a friend of the band that is following. Okay. And then after that, he say, okay, all right, you go to this room. All of us. Is it all of us? Yes, all of us. And then after that, he bring this guy for us. And then he open this door. No? And then when he open, the first thing you see in front of the door is this emblem. Department of Homeland Security with the bloody eagle fucking big in front. Staring at the face of you. So I was like a bit shocked because it's like, hey, fuck, this is supposed to be like the Emirates immigration. Because at that period, okay, later I go back to go to there. So after that, like so they go in and then it's like a glass room, squarish, and then got a toilet, and then got a water cooler, and then seats fucking cold. So then we sit down, and then after that they call VJs, and then VJs go through, and then after that they call all of us. Okay, after that, and then after that they say like, okay, VJs can go, and then the three of us, Rashid, Arif, and me, got there, and then after that he check, and then they ask you all to sit, and then this at this point of time really the flight was delayed already. I think we're supposed to fly off like about like the transit supposed to take like 2 hours transit and then the flight was delayed. I think maybe it's because of us also. And then I think they fly off about like 2:30. So at this period of time, all of us, three of us were sitting down. So it's like all of us like fucking shack already, like sitting down, don't know what. Then suddenly they call, and then after that they call out all three of us. And then after that they say, you, Arif, Rashid, you can go. And then he passed the passport. And then after that I was like down there, I was thinking like, how about me? No. What you mean no? You gonna stay here? But I'm gonna fly. No, you gonna stay here. And then after that Rashid left. and then left me. And then I was thinking like, fuck, the flight is at 2:30. And then after that, he asked me to go back to the seat. And then I sit down. Already, I like a bit fucking tension because it's like at that seat, at that squarish glass room, right? It was fucking cold already. I only have my hand carry and then my jacket. And then after that, like, got like two kids, brothers and sisters, sitting down there crying. And then got this like African, basically all inside the room is colored people. It's freaking weird already because like even before that, right, when they separate like macam the checks, right, it's already like macam I see like the non-colored people, white people is like on the other side, and then the colored people on this side. It's like it's freaking weird lah. So maybe it's just me I just so observe that kind of thing. And then like inside the room, do you think is the flight? Because I heard the announcement and they say like, oh, the flight is delayed, and then like, oh, they're going to fly out at 30. And then after that, like 2:15, and then they still haven't called my name. And then 2:20, and then they call. And then after that, like 2:30, when the flight about to fly already, like the rest all go. I mean, the flight there, they call me. So I stand there. So then this guy, he asked me, it's like, where I'm going. I said like, I'm going to the States and things like that. So is this your first time? I say, yes, this is my first time. And then he checked my passport. Everything, he was holding my passport all this while. I was not holding even my that visa. And then he asked me why I applied. I have this visa. I said, that's the only visa. But it's like, but what are you intending on going there? I said like, following my friend. Because it's like, they are in a band. So it's like, no. And then how come all the bags is tagged under my dad? It's like, do you ask for the bag to be tagged? I said like, no, I didn't know. Because it's like, the tag was like, all the bags was tagged by the airline staff. But the thing is, I also did not know. But the thing is, it's okay lah. It's on my part also because I didn't really check also. Because it's like, inside our boarding pass it says like, one person is only like maximum like two check-in bags lah. Apparently it's like all the bags under me . So it's like, he was like asking me how come all these bags was like under me, and like, am I like running away? I said like, no. It's like, no, am I like going to like make money? I said like, no, I'm not doing business, but and then like it's fucking obvious that it's already like they check like Arif and the guy's passport, which is like they did ask them, it's like, no, what the purpose, and then say like, no, they have like the performance visa, so basically they are performing. And then they say, what am I, who is this guy? It's like, no, he's a friend, he's just like traveling with us, traveling those kind of thing . So they make a reason that because it's like I have all these luggages, so I want to run away to US and do something shit . And then they ask me all these questions like what my religion. Every question that he asked me, right, at this point in time, right, like macam he asked me, it's like, where you staying, what you doing, what my job back home and things like that, right. At that every end of the session, what your religion, what's your name, where you're from. So the question is like, he asked question, and then the behind one is always the same thing. I was like, at that point, like fucking irritated, and like thinking like, hey, fuck, it's like, and then got one, and then come to a point, he asked me all these questions, right? And then he said, okay, you're not gonna fly anymore. I said like, why? It's like, no, you're not gonna fly. You're not going anywhere. You're gonna stay here. And then mean what? Stay here? And like, no, until you investigate all this thing. The thing is like, he caught me off in a while, in a way, because it's like the way the person behind the counter, this immigration officer, right, the way he questioned me, the tone and everything. So it's like the question that they ask, it really make you feel so small, make you feel like macam, if I can shrink at that point, I can really, if I can shrink, I shrink. Because it's like, got one part also is like, he asked me this question, have you handled weapon arm before? And then I said, that's it already. And then I say yes. And then he was fucking shocked. And then I said like, I'm from Singapore. And then we have to like, perform the national service, and then like, those kind of thing. So, and then after that, he asked me to go back, and then I asked him again. So it's like, no, am I flying? No, you're not flying at all anymore. And then how? That later we gonna settle, but you have to go back to the room. Wait there until I call you. So I wait . So it's like time pass like fucking chibaya, like fucking hungry. The only thing I can like, no, they didn't give you any food or whatever. So basically, I just drink the bloody water cooler lah. And then got this point of time like, no, suddenly like, no, I don't know, I want to sleep or not, I cannot come back. So fucking worried, sir. It's like, shit, what gonna happen to me, sir? At that point of time, and then that in front of me, things happening. It's like, you know, like those two kids, right? Those kids are crying, and then after that, the guy called the sister, and then after that, they bring in the sister, don't know go where, and then left the brother alone down there. The girl disappeared for a very long time also, and then suddenly got this African guy, and then they called him, and then like another room, and then after that, he was standing. He asked him not to go in. Pass me your bag, your laptop, and your tablet. And then after that, he passed, and then after that, the guy was sitting down there, and then like fucking wait long, and then after that, suddenly got this guy, call that guy, and then he dragged the guy out, and then I was like, at that point in time, I was sitting down there, I was thinking like, what the fuck, all this thing happening in front of me, so it's like, what gonna happen to me? At that point in time, nobody bother about me, things like that, and then suddenly, got this group, another batch come in, old people, this old lady, and then with this old guy. And then this lady was in a wheelchair. And then this lady and this old man cannot speak like English or any other language. And then like this guy was shouting like who can speak their language. And then suddenly lucky I got this aircraft this stewardess or whatever that randomly up there. And then like apparently know how to, you know, the way he speak, the same guy that know that question me, the way he speak and question that lady was fucking rude, sir. So basically to sum up, it's like I think it's just one of those days where I think it's my bad luck or whatever that I got into like this immigration guy that having a bad day. So and then after a few hours already, I think it's like that is like what 2:30 they fly off. I think about 5, 6 like that. And then suddenly they call me, go to that, and then they say like, and then suddenly he was like drinking coffee. I was like, bloody hell, smell the coffee. And then after that, he asked me, there's all those stupid questions again. Like, he repeated it all over again. And by then, I got freaking tired. And then I was thinking inside my head, it's like, what you want from me, sir? I didn't do anything wrong, sir. Basically, it's all the bags. So he make it a big thing, that big issue, that it's like the bags is like with me. So it's like, with that, they cannot like let me pass and things like that. And then also because I having only like a ESTA visa, which is not good enough for the whole thing, which I'm fucking confused because that's the only visa that I know to go to US. But after that, I know that actually there's another way that you can go to book a like interview with the embassy. But I don't see it anyway lah, because it's like, no, basically I'm not performing. You know what I mean? Basically I'm helping, but then again, because it's like they were asking so what's the stuff inside the bag? I say it's like it's equipment and merch because apparently there is merch and they say like, oh yeah, so basically you're gonna sell. I say like, okay lah, it's like in a way I'm lying also because it's like, you know, by right I'm supposed to have the band to sell but because you know, because all this like sensitive issue or whatever, so it's like they say it's like, no, basically you are selling that, you are making money, so I can't allow you to go inside my country to do this kind of thing, whatever you want to do. He say like my country, you know, he says like, no, it's like, okay lah, so yeah, your country so I'm sorry so at that point I can't fight anymore. I just fucking tired so I just like keep asking him so it's like, yeah, so if I'm not flying, then it's like, how am I going to fly back? That's not my problem. Later when we settle all these things and things like that, I need you to sign this letter. I have to wait for my supervisor, and then she will she will like assess your situation and things like that, whether she allowed you or not. But from what I know, basically you not. But then again, whether you flying back to your country or not is another issue dia bilang So and then he let me go back to that room again, and then I wait and then like about 8. Oh, it's fucking long already. It's about 8, and then he called me back. And then after that, the supervisor is there, and then the supervisor was like laughing. Like, I don't know why the hell they laughing but I can see behind the counter our bags down there And then after that, he went disappear. And then after that, he says like, okay, I spoke to my supervisor. Then I think you're not gonna fly back anymore. But later you're gonna have to settle it yourself and things like that. But I do not know what's going. But now I'm gonna like run with you all this like okay, like question and things like that lah. But basically the question, right, I don't see whatever he asked me. But then again, he have this electronic thingy where at every question that he asked me, right, I have to sign.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he asked me question like you know, have I been convicted before? And then but I didn't see the paper. So and then he passed that on the in front of the like the counter got this sign thing. So I sign. So just to declare maybe. Then have I commit crime, blah blah blah. It's all those stupid like nonsensical thing lah.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, at the end of it, okay, I think that's it. And then you go back. Bloody hell, I sit down again. And then he called me like a couple hours back, and then he called me back again.
Mm-hmm.
Call me back again, and then that okay, alright. I got this letter. I need you to sign it. So then I read it lah. So he declared me as an alien and shit like that. So then I say it's like no, so I'm not gonna fly. No, it's like now as from now, right, you are banned from like the online thing. So which is true. After I signed that thing, right, and then he key in inside the and then I still have my phone with me lah. Oh yeah, at that point of time also, right, he asked me not to take out my phone also. So when at that period of time, right, when I was like after Arif left and everything, right, so I cannot take out my phone now. Because I tried to take out my phone and then after that, like this guy like outside the room or like saying, "Ew, don't take out your phone." Like no, you're not supposed to take out your phone. So I can't take picture or I didn't even like message anyone at that point of time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so he asked me to sign. Yeah, sign right. Sign. I sign. They claim me, and then after that, right, when he key in inside the system, and then say I got this like macam vibration, and I take out my phone. Hey, why you take out phone? No, I got this. Oh yeah. Basically that's the notification that to inform you that you already been barred from the site
Mm-hmm.
which is true Yeah, I can't even until now. I go to the site, I can't even the ESTA site for the US embassy kind of thing and then after that thing and then like it's like then sign already and then it says like okay, I'm gonna take you out and then someone gonna bring you out and then go where? I say like you ask me this so basically you are done down here already, so you're not gonna go to my country anymore, and things like that. If you want to go and then you have to try to go to the embassy to make an appointment and then like it depends whether they allow you to go into my country. Every time he say my country, it's fucking irritating, sir. And then and then he says like, how about my flight back? That is not my problem. So basically, later someone gonna bring you, and then he gonna bring you to the airport office. And then I say, how about my passport? No, we gonna still held on to your passport until you are not sure whether you gonna settle your flight or whatever. Then they got depend. I'm not so sure.
Mm-hmm.
So all the best. I still remember I say all the best. So and then this guy bring me. Then when this guy brought me right, and then I was saying it's like no, it's like what? So what now? It's like no, what? I don't know. It's like macam like he can speak English, but he pretend don't know how to speak English. So what this guy did is like he bring me to the one of the airport, the Etihad office So I do not know, and then I keep asking him. He's like, hey, and then my passport No. Later you go there, you ask. Then I go there, the office not open also, sir. So then I have to wait some more. So I wait, and then I think come out, the counter open, and then I go to a person, and then what's your problem? It's like, no, you deported. Deported. What a strong word to say, sir. Deported. I didn't even reach like US yet, sir. So then I ask her about the passport, and it's like, oh no, it's like go things like that. And then like, you're not gonna fly. The passport gonna hell. So I say like, but I flying your airport, your airline. No. I'm not gonna settle for you. This one you got to settle. So and then after that, and then where am I supposed to go? You have to go the outside the counter. So I go to the counter. Is nobody there also, and then I have to wait. Oh my god! But at that point in time already, like no, like fucking like shit. What like like I can't fly. My friend all fly off already, and then my phone dying, and then okay, lucky I got my charger. And then like no, the first thing that I did right, I messaged Yan, and then after that, Yan tried to call me but cannot get. she call me, but the thing is like she call, I can hear her, but she cannot hear me. Very weird. Seriously. Until when she Facebook call me, then manage I have to explain the thing all over again what she asked me what happened and things like that. So thank God Yan helped me quite a lot also. I think this gonna be a long one also. So like only tip of the iceberg. and then over there like okay, I spoke to Yan. Yan said you know check, blah blah blah, pop. It's like it's like she check out like the person like from Singapore, and then the Singapore pass to this person pass to that person, and then after that on my end I try to wait at the counter, and then I like I feel like fucking broken, distorted, and whatever shit you can tell me like that is feeling like shit so then like the only thing then I go to Facebook and I did a very like a status update okay, with that update, right? Okay, apparently, like, okay, that's why I say it's like, no, Facebook can be a good thing and a bad thing. One good thing that I can say is like, no, with that status update, right? It helped me to get out of the shit in a way, but that's I will come to it later. The bad thing is like a lot of people also like shoot me it's like, wow, me you're dramatic and shit like that. Like, hello, I'm here, please help me. Those kind of thing So it's like, okay, when then the counter open, then I ask the person, and then I ask the person, it's like, no, okay, I need my flight back to Singapore, and then I need my passport back also. It's like, no, we don't have your passport here. And where the hell is my passport? They say the passport is at the counter. No, your passport is not here. And then after that, like, I asked, like, no, so can I get the flight back? No, you cannot. We cannot help you. You have to call the Singapore office. Okay, you hear this, Singapore office, and then you have to settle down there. Once you settle down there, ask them to contact us, then maybe we can help you. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And then like, okay, and then I update Yan. So Yan did an update and then apparently it was a glimmer of hope for a while and then the guy says like, yeah, we get it. Your friend don't need to pay or whatever. It's like, no, we're gonna cover you. And then wait. Okay, then I say, Yan, how any update? No update. And then after that, the guy email Yan. Then say like, okay, can. And then after that, like, ask your friend go to the counter. I did go to the counter. And then the counter say, no, there's no email. Nobody inform us. At this point already, right? I was so fucking hungry, fucking tired. My leg are wobbly. I keep feeling like shit. I think it's about like already like what time already? I can't remember. Like afternoon. It's fasting month by the way. But I'm not fasting. I was like feeling like shit. I was thinking like, no, where I can smoke. So it's like, no, I didn't think about smoking until that point in time. I fucking give up already. Like, it's like, fuck, you not helping me, right? Okay lah, never mind. I think I just chill for a while. And then like, I go find It's like, so it's like a transit area. So basically, I don't have my passport. So I basically stuck inside the transit area. And the transit area is fucking shit lah. It's not like macam, if you talk about like transit area Singapore, there's like, there's the toilet, like big and then got shower. And then after that got makan space and then you can use your credit card and shit like that. So this is not Some of the shop is open. The only place like I was like, no, I try to find food. If I find food, I go to BK, I order food and then the food fucking cold. Fucking I didn't finish and then I just go to one of the smoking room and then I smoke on there. Smoke. And then that point already, right? I already fucking off my phone already. I still remember you're trying to get me, right? And then inside the group chat. Because I was like fucking tired already because it's like the Facebook status that I upload on Facebook, I posted on Facebook. Most of the people was like, some of them like, okay, friends, right? Like saying like, sorry, what happened, blah blah blah. But some of it was like PM me and like saying like a fucking dramatic, why you have to post all this kind of shit Okay, so I just give up at that point in time and then after that, I think Yan also been trying to get me and then apparently it didn't help I mean, like, Yan did a lot, I can say, but it didn't happen, until, like, when this, like, already, like, what time already, I can't remember, But it's a fucking all already, since, like, that period, and then, like, so the only meal that I had is that BK, but I don't feel like eating, I keep, like, smoking, like, and then the thing is, like, no, I'm feeling like shit, because, like, inside my bag, right? Apparently it's like Arif cigarette and the whole carton of Arif cigarette and my cigarette. So you just imagine, I was like thinking, I first thought like I passed to Arif, then like say, salah. It's like I got like those five carton or six carton inside, three mine, three his, one inside. So like smoking, and then like I decided to on. Then after that, Yan scold me. He's like, I mean, I cannot get you, blah blah blah. And then after that, at the same time, so I didn't know that my friend who is Rajesh. Okay, thank God to Rajesh and for helping me out on this because it's like because of him, and then after that, apparently he reached out to the embassy in Singapore embassy in Abu Dhabi. So I just told him you can call me but the thing is I can't be hearing you at all and things like that. I do not know what happened. So I say you can WhatsApp me and things like that. So he did WhatsApp me and explain asked me. So the tiring part is like when someone like because I going through the ordeal. Okay, now how I feel how like a victim of like and then like like whatever ish like crime or whatever gone through, and then they feel so disgruntled and things like that because it's like you have to keep on repeating the whole thing all over again. So it's like so he asked me so I did explain everything, a long story, blah blah blah. And then I still remember he asked me, Amir, your passport is still with you or not? Are you still holding your passport? I say no. I say, are you serious? And then apparently, right, he explained to me, right, any Singapore citizen, right, we cannot be held like any like immigration or whatever more than 3 hours. If you are being held more than 3 hours, you have to write to ask the person to call your embassy. How am I supposed to know? And like it says like no, by right they're not supposed to be holding my passport because it's like the only person that have the right to hold the passport is not the airline staff or the immigration officer but the police officer. So it's like at the point I still not holding and then he was saying and then he say, okay, I mean it's like no, are you still there? I say yeah. So do you really want to go home? Yes, I want. Okay, Emma, you just go to the counter. But I say it's like no, if I go to counter they keep saying it's like no, they can't help me, I cannot buy my flight. I say like what fucking ridiculous shit you were saying the embassy guy saying like Emma, I mean you just go there, you ask them. It's like if they don't believe, you show me you show this message, and then after that he like he sent a picture of his card and shit like that from the US embassy so it's fucking legit okay. At the same time also my boss messaged me so I mean you need help, are you stuck on there, things like that I say no, I trying to like sort this thing out everything I say like no, I will update you if there's anything fine okay. And then after that I go to the counter. This is best during that period where I came out from the holding area until like I come out and asking the counter staff about like getting a flight back to Singapore. They keep like turning me down, says like no, they can't help me. They I have to like get the contact Singapore side and things like that to buy and things like that. They behind the counter, they cannot help. I go to the counter, yes, you again. I say it's like no, we can't help you. It's like no, until you have this confirmation from the Singapore side. And I say I spoke to my embassy, and are you sure from your embassy? Yeah, they asked me to show you this. And then after that, right, 360 turn of event. Suddenly the person behind the counter say what no? Okay, you got two options. Either you wait until your next flight back, which is like another 2 more weeks. Which like I think So I was thinking like fuck, it's 2 more weeks. I'm becoming like another like fucking really fucking Tom Hanks. I got no clothes, no whatever. Okay. And then what's the second option? Okay, the second option you can buy the ticket lah. But there's two options either you wait or you buy the new ticket. And then I say it's like okay, if I wait, I buy the new ticket, and then another one he said change the date. Okay, so there's three options. Okay, change the date or like I buy a new flight. And then I ask her, it's like no, if I buying a new flight, how much? And if I changing the date is how much. Apparently, changing the date cost me 1,200.
Sure. Expensive.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then I asked, so if I'll buy a new flat, how much? $700. 700 or 800? Yeah, around there. So I say like, okay, I think I'm gonna buy a new flat, but wait, and then after that, so my boss was the one that helped me out with the money thing lah, because it's like, right. So and then okay, I bought lah. So he settled lah. So then I straight message and things like that lah. So but the thing is, I have to wait for my verify lah. So well, like I've like at that point in time, I'm like fucking happy. It's like there's a lot of feelings inside of me. So it's like macam I feel like shit. But another thing also, I'm happy because I'm flying back. You know what I mean? And then I didn't log at that point in time I didn't log in from Facebook into Facebook. When I log into Facebook, it's like it's fucking another whole different story lah. And then I think at that point in time also Ian is doing like a update of my situation because a lot of people are concerned about like, am I stuck? Am I like come out from like the the room already or not? Or but the thing, a lot of people got this misconception that I stuck at JFK but actually it's not I didn't even reach US ground lah. But the funny thing is, even though I'm not in US ground, I feel like I'm in US ground. Mind you, this is UAE which is like Abu Dhabi but I feel like Abu Dhabi I feel like I'm like, because there's US officer all around lah. Yeah, so basically it's like the airport is nothing so it's like expensive things. And then lucky I still got my card, so it's like I have to buy like I buy coffee using my cards because I haven't even do the money changing because so lah. So that, and then after that I think my flight was like at midnight or something like that. The one day ordeal and then midnight, and then so that means I got another like 12 flight back to Singapore. So where I still remember Nick from Marijana coffee cult that time and then he messaged me Amir, how everything, and it's like got my flight back already serious okay, no, you got your flight back already, right? Okay, it's like, no, later when you flight back it's like you ask for drink like wine and shit like that lah. I say like yeah. And then seriously because he said because you pay for it I did pay for it so I then which is like, but the funny thing is right, when I took the flight back right, the flight back was like near empty so the stewardess came to me and then asked me, is like, so if you want to like change seat or you want to move around, it's up to you but just make sure like macam like the seat belt is on, just make sure it's belt. So I just like, there's one whole row and then I go to like I think the economy class, and then the video part, and then like I just like fucking whack down there and then ask for wine and shit like that and then I concuss all the way and then when I reach Singapore and then reach Singapore like feel like shit also and then I reach home. Funny thing is the best thing is my mom says like, you're back here. People go overseas like so like no far away, and then like go overseas and then go people airport and then come back. Apparently she heard the news because like I did update my sis about like what happened to me they also worry kind of thing So when I came back I just straight go to my room so because I'm fucking tired, fucking shit and things like that so also before I reach home, before I come out from the landing the coming in right, because they need to you got to take your bag right. So this one another issue, so I forgot to tell you guys. It's about the bags so the story is the bags right is under my name. Okay. This sounds so another fucking issue. Okay, the bag's supposed to be under my name. So it's supposed to be fly off together with me. But then again we tried, because it's like, because the guy needed the stuff. So we tried to intervene and make like the bag to be sent to US. But then again there's nothing that we know of about like the bag, whether going to the US or going back with me. So they say it's like, when I fly back right, I supposed to have my bag with me So then when the situation where it's supposed to be arranged, like, when I have the bag with me and then I'm supposed to like arrange and then to send it to the US. But then again, it happened that when I reached Singapore, right, the bag was not with me. My bag also not with me. Yeah. But right, my bag not supposed to be. I think because Yan got to help, and then after that, like, they're supposed to ship the bag together with my bag, go over to US. So I waited so there's no bags, no what, so I claim. So the thing is like, no, there's no news about your bag, so that there's nothing at all about like where the bag is going. So Yan was so worried because like we do not know whether like they're going to US or whatever and things like that. But then after that, right, I was sleeping. So he's like, okay, I reach home already because I came out without a bag. So I reach home already. And then the next day, it's like, okay, this is like after the 48 hours already lah. So, and then I think I reached about like Friday. Yeah, and then the Saturday, Saturday suddenly, my sis knocked on my door. I mean, there's someone at the door, sending something. Apparently, my bag, they sent my bag to my door, yeah. So I was shocked. It's like, how come my bag ended up with me, And then like, no, we just like, because the bag was like, sent, and then like, they sent, and then it was attached to my address. Then I call Yan, what the hell? It's like, no, what happens, It's like, how come my bag is like, ended up with me? And then like, how about the other bag? And then like, at first, and then Yan was checking out, and then apparently like, the bag is actually like going to JFK. Yeah, so they make arrangement for like some friends to collect the bag, and because I think by then the guys play like 3 shows already without like clothes and things like that so I feel sorry for them also okay. Yeah, so that's an issue. And then after that, when we came back Saturday or so, and then Yan and me tried to make like a police like report and things like that and and to what's that make the report about this thing but the thing is like my friend even before that, like, I spoke to my friend Rajesh he like kind of like work in a law firm also and then he asked me this question. I mean, you should, I know you got a case you can win, but then again you are going against like a airline kind of thing which is like a big corporation you can win, but then again you're gonna spend a lot so it's just think about it it's not gonna worth it you're gonna spend a lot to go through to fight them basically they're gonna cover up, like they're gonna like cover up, which is true. I ended up until now we didn't hear news about like whatever happened the only reason like the Etihad guy the Etihad was giving this reason that actually the girl like is that time when we check in, right, it's her last day, so she did this mistake on purpose, which is like a lame kind of thing, right?
The thing is, I suppose like throughout your entire nearly 48 hours of ordeal at Abu Dhabi is that basically your bags, all of the bags were checked under your name, and it was because of the Etihad. It was the airlines at Singapore, is it the ones that checked? Yeah,
Etihad the back home when the first main point of contact
So basically the thing is that you are held at Abu Dhabi for nearly 48 hours is because during the first contact at Singapore under the Etihad is that the girls so-called mistakenly checked all the bags under your name.
Under his name.
Under my name.
So giving it the presumption of that when you are already at Abu Dhabi and with the Homeland Security there checking, and I guess the red flag for him is that one part is that with the Trump administration in place and with them how they operate, and unfortunately like the way they do things is that because they see you of the color of your skin and they generalize you in one category, and with how many bags was it? 5 bags?
5, I think. It's not wrong, it's 5.
One person with 5 bags with all sorts of items. And I don't know that's I guess the situation that made it bad for you is that like it makes you look like as though like you are running away Of course, like nobody puts 5 bags under their names, and with all those stuff that looks like it's about it looks like, I mean, it's merchandise so what else would you do about merchandise?
But then again there's personal stuff so basically the thing that I say is like their stuff. Even when before that also Rashid and Arif were saying it's like their bag is with me. Yeah, but they don't see it as that because it's like all they see it is like the bag is tagged under my name, so it's mine. You get me?
Yeah, so yeah lah.
Yeah.
Basically, the red flag for the Homeland Security.
Mm.
I mean, the guy could be having a bad day or not, or he's just
Or
born
it's
as
just
well lah.
douchebag
Nah,
lah.
he's just a douchebag just to mess up your day. Either one of those things. It just so happens that the unfortunate thing for you. What's that song?
What's
Oh
that?
no, I just knocking my string. Sorry.
So the unfortunate thing that nearly 48 hours, like you are dealing with
Assholes.
situations that's like basically they just don't want you operating like so called, because the fear is like they don't want you to open shop at their place. That's what they're scared with lah.
Yeah.
And
That's understand.
that's what they suspect. Obviously that's not the case, but yeah, there are complications, like to whoever's like listening so far. There are complications about like the visa part, especially like a working visa and
Working
I don't
visa,
know.
performance visa.
Performance
Yeah.
visa, yeah.
So there are loopholes to this visa thing.
Yeah, even with this what I know lah, even with like the working visa, so especially in the US also, it's a bit tricky so lah in a way. So it's always a like 50-50, 60-40 chances kind of thing. Because it's like when the whole incident happened, right, it affect me in a way that is like I kinda like traumatized. Seriously. I didn't know that I having this kind of like traumatization because I cannot sleep, and then I have all this recollection where he like shouting at me and then like making me feel small and then like banging the door and then holding me up. It's like it really traumatized me because I never really experienced that kind of experience as bad as that. It's like you want to talk about like Singapore police is like assholes. This is more asshole. This is given like the only the like kind of like the Homeland Security people. Just imagine if like things happening down there, those kind of thing. I know not everybody in asshole lah, but apparently I think like you say so it's like that guy maybe having a bad day Yeah.
It could be many factors lah. Like for us, our concern is like especially the friends that who is at home looking at the situation. Some of them understand, some of them don't. Some of them obviously don't have a clear picture. But there are those who are ready to get you back home. And
that's the thing.
but I think on the bright side now, I guess you are still here. You're not stuck. You're not stuck somewhere in some Abu Dhabi prison or something.
And the thing I need to say also is like it's a good thing also after that thing happened because of my post on Facebook, right? Apparently after that incident, right, like there's a couple of friends that message me like they going to US and things like that. They ask me, I mean, I thought like US no need visa. I say like you need visa, blah, blah, things like that. And then I just told them to be careful. It's like like whatever you go there and then like you fill up the form just to make sure that everything is clear, that you have like the proper thing, and then like you answer them whatever they want but the chances is all depend on them because I know some of my friends that go, they didn't even question so much and then they let go, and then some of the friends I know they like being held like 2-3 hours and then after that they let that off. The thing is like I did experience because Australia, if you know Australia, right? Okay, I stay in Melbourne for a while, and then when I fly off down there, so I got held up at the airport so but that is not as bad as what I went through this one So to me it's like this whole experience, right, it taught me to be stronger also. It did break me for a while seriously it did broke me it broke me mentally in a sense because we as human, right, because sometimes our mind like kind of like fragile in a sense that you given like a situation where you being held up and then like because at that point of time I feel that it's like I didn't commit a crime, but they make it as if like like I did like I did something wrong. You get what I mean? And the way they talk to you, and then like there's no food, only drinks. It's like it's just like water cooler. What the hell? Lucky got toilet. I tell you, got no toilet also. got no toilet, I don't know what to say, sir. So like, yeah lah, it helps in a way lah. But it broke me in a sense that it broke me mentally. And then it's quite sad also lah, because it's like, I was like talking about it also lah. That's why it's like, after this whole incident, after that I tend not to post so much on Facebook, because it's like when after that incident, and then I kind of like going through this mental state, and then I did post certain things, and then like some friends that like like shooting at me is like, I mean, why this like that? It's like like scolding me, giving me like like all this effort and things like that. So I took it in a sense that okay, never mind. I don't, because I know this friend. I didn't comment back, but then I didn't reply back. But then again, I messaged the person explaining the whole situation So I guess it's like there's some that is like really like was with me help me out. I said, I mean, I think because you're going through this, better you see a doctor, which I did. I did went to my doctor, and then he referred me to IMH, Institute of Mental Health. That's, I mean, the Singapore mental health kind of thing. So, yeah, so I went through this kind of thing. I mean, like, I went for, the only reason I went to it because I cannot sleep. And then even if I sleep, and then after that, I'll be awake, I will like be having all this recollection. So it's like, doctor just have to refer me to that because he did give me some medicine, but it doesn't really work. So refer me. So one thing I went for that also, because it's like, okay guys, you need to know that it's like, if you have this issue or whatever, it's like post-traumatic stress or whatever issue, right? You know that your mind is not at the right state of mind. Just go, because it's like, the thing is like, it covered by your MediSave. Yeah, so it didn't cost you anything, like only the medicine is not that much yeah, but it did help me so like, thank God, like the only thing is like when they give me all this medicine, the first I took it and then when I took it, like I feel great, but then again it's like when I away from medicine, then like the after effect of it is like, oh my God, it's like fucking shit, I feel like a junkie so and then I like asking my friend, then one of my friend was telling me, I mean, try not because it's like that effect, that medicine is not good, because it's like, you have this after effect but if you're not careful, you can be hooked up on it so I didn't kind of like, the doctors give me, and then I just lied to the doctor that I kind of like I mean finish it up but I know, because I try to make myself stronger, not to because at the end of it also is like, know how strong you are, that you want to get through it so I did there's period of time where I didn't go out that much, and then I only go to work, and then after that just stay inside my room, play my record, and then I think that's the period where I kind of like really kind of like cut off from like going to shows and doing shows and all so until now which is like basically I try not to do any more shows. So it's like I think I try to take care of mental health more than that I think mental health is very important I mean, like you can go through a lot of things I mean, like one of it that can be a lot of things but one of the causes can be what I'm going through because it's like, to me it's like, just imagine me like that, like people thought that I'm fucking like happy go lucky guy, and then like I went through this, and then like they thought like, oh, I mean, shouldn't be breaking down and things like that, but we are all two humans so it's like, yeah lah, like just imagine me, and then like just imagine like someone so frail, and then like go through what I've gone through. I think it might break the person up because it's like, you in a foreign land, you didn't commit any crime, but you like those kind of thing And then one thing I need to advise to people that is listening also is like, just, I mean, you are traveling, right? It's okay to pay the extra for the insurance. Seriously, one thing that I made a mistake, that I didn't expect like this kind of shit to happen and then I didn't apply for any like travel insurance So basically, like the travel insurance, you can pay like the max, like 100, few hundred, or like like $50, $20, and then you can at least earn a bit more out of like, at least you make up from what the losses that you make One regret, I didn't but now after that incident, and then like when Fias Asylum asked me to follow, I was like kind of like happy, but a bit like scary also, because it's like after the whole incident that happened, right? Because it's like just a couple months away, it's not that. And then I thought like, fuck, it's like, no, it's like, am I like, going to go through this shit again and things like, because it's like on my passport also, because like they stamp this thing like, no, I'm like apa, what they say on the passport, I think this like deported or something like that on my passport
Mm.
you can ask me so like, throughout the flight from Singapore all the way to where we stop
Frankfurt,
yes.
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt, right?
Yeah.
Frankfurt, we Frankfurt, and then after Frankfurt we en route somewhere, right?
From Frankfurt we went to Czech.
But we take another flight, no, right?
Yeah, we took another flight.
You took another flight. You know what? That that flight, right? Is like I didn't talk so much to everyone. I was like fucking quiet. And then I remember when we reached Czech, right? And then after that we passed through, and then like we were shouting like fuck, right? And then he says like, Amir, are you okay? It's like, no, I'm like fucking like, because it's like, I got stamps, so it's like I'm fucking happy, sir. Yeah. So right now it's like, to me it's like, I'm talking about it, right? I feel like once I can freely talk about it, right, means I'm okay already about it. Yeah. But it's a old hoodie lah. Then after that, like the whole metal injection or like the metal suck thing, and then like they post up the incident, and then like some people was like, oh my god, it's like fucking, the comment is fucking toxic, sir. Oh my god. Seriously, sir.
That's the nature of the internet. People usually don't have the full details, but they just say what they think is correct. Obviously, fact check is not one of their forte, but it's okay.
Yeah.
And so we have you on this podcast and you bantang everything. So
yeah. But I don't know, but thing is like, some people say it's like, it's my fault. But thing is, I don't know lah. Like at that period of time when the whole thing happened, I feel like, like the guilt is on me, because it's like I fucked up their tour, and then after that I fucked up myself, because it's like,
understandable.
I ended up like paying so much for the flight, because it's like, I paid the like from like the fly back from there, from US back to Singapore, from Singapore to US to Singapore. It's like, so much, and then after that I have to pay another extra for like my another flight back to home, because the whole thing was crap. So that's why I say like travel insurance very important, guys. Because it's like I did not know, because like I went through this much, but I think there's other people also that is like, I think that didn't say or talk about it, but then again they did went through this kind of thing. I think I'm not the only one, because if it happened to me, it might happen to anybody else lah. And also the thing is, when I came back Singapore, right, and then like one of my friends was telling me, hey Amir, you check this out. And then apparently, right, after Trump get into office, Middle East country, right, the one that have flight that is like between Middle East, like the transit flight anywhere from the Middle East that is going to US, right, apparently is taken over by the Homeland Security.
Okay.
Yeah, so just have to be careful in a way, and the chances of like, apparently Abu Dhabi is one of the like the country, apparently that airport is like the rate of like people getting deported, not flying like past to US is kind of high lah. So that's why it's like, after that, and then I think Sial, another Singaporean band, they're supposed to go US, and then after that they asked for my advice, and then after that thinking, and then they took this flight, that because they're supposed to tour US, so they took a flight which like avoid those areas lah. Yeah. So but the thing is so you taking a risk because you can never know what gonna happen because like this kind of thing is unpredictable. That's why sometimes I kind of like feel like no border sucks kind of thing, because the thing is like I can say it's like some people are really like genuinely want to go to your country, kind of thing, but then again like people are stopping people from like going to your country based on like like your skin color, your religion, which is kind of like sucky, which like it shouldn't be an issue for that but people took it like another excuse of like, oh fuck, you are different, you not belong to my country. But then again, it's like, if you look at it, it's like, no, there's only one race, human race. Yeah, there's no other race. Yeah, even though like because I think also because my inside my passport, called my religion is not, I think it's Islam, and then after that my race is another foreign race, which is like Boyanis, which is like locally you got like different Bugis and things like that. But instead of having Malay, mine is Boyanis. So I think they look it at like, what the hell this foreign thing. Yeah. But now I like I don't blame anyone in a sense that I just feel bad, but it's bad because it's like that thing had to happen to me but it's past me already lah. But right now I try to work out because it's like I'm not sure, because it's like hopefully I can because it's like next year Wormrot got this big tour going on next year, so they asked me. So it's like one thing I have to work out is like whether I can really join them, because one of the places that they touring gonna be US. I really do hope that I really want to go to US, because like I know I got a lot of friends down there, and also I want to see a lot of bands down there. Okay. Yeah, so but then again it's like I have to make this kind of thing appointment to the embassy. Apparently a month back I did went for it, but it was rejected lah. But then again yesterday I spoke to Yan, and then Yan apparently got some friends to help me out, so trying to try it again, and fingers crossed hopefully it went through and if it really went through, and then I can meet my friend in the US. Yeah, if not then it's, I guess, too bad US don't want me. But then again I think I can just go to Europe anytime.
All right, so
Oh, that's a long one, oh my god. Oh, serious shit.
Alright,
I
so
hope I didn't bore anyone.
no, there are things that could be learned from all of this being shared by Amir lah. So
Don't be an army.
I mean, the things that we can learn from this is that when you go there, try to learn a little bit more about all the visa loopholes and all that.
Yeah.
The things you can say, the things you cannot say, and know your rights. Know your rights and be understanding of like what you can and cannot do.
Yeah, the only thing is like it's like in front of officer, try not to fight back. The thing is that once you fight back, because like when I was being held up and then I witnessed this guy like fighting back, and then like suddenly these two big guy and then like holding him down, and then like, what, you trying to be funny, is it? Like, oh my god, okay. All right.
So yeah, important is to know your rights. Know your rights and be a bit mindful, especially when you're not in your own country.
Yeah,
And
and Singapore citizen, if you guys are being held up in any places for more than 3 hours, tell them that you need to call the local embassy, please. Yeah. Yeah, embassy, even though you hate your country or whatever, the embassy will help you when you in trouble, especially when you're overseas. Seriously. Yeah. Okay, continue on. Sorry to bug you.
No. So besides that, is there anything else like Fierce you want to share on that whole ordeal?
No lah, like basically, that's why the thing is I had, like, whenever I travel, like when I was way younger, when I used to travel alone and all, I always tend not to buy travel insurance. So,
but you should.
No, but now of course, anywhere I travel, it's always travel insurance. And also, the it's always better to buy a proper good insurance that can give you good coverage. And one of the company that I use is called FWD. So,
all right, that's a like advertisement. Ching. To anyone that want to.
FWD. Sponsor lah, bro. Apa lagi, bro?
Yeah. But seriously, it's like if you check it online about like travel insurance, right? It's like it can go as low for like $20, $50, or even like not how much as you want.
It can cover a lot of things, like especially if you're going on tour and all that. You can cover like your equipment and whatnot. So, which is very important.
Important because like some people feel that it's like, even me, even before that incident, I feel that it's like fuck. It's like, no, I pay so much for like the flight and things like that. And then like if nothing gonna happen. But then again, you will never know what's gonna happen. Because like from the whole season, right? And then I my friend like the time I spoke, and then he showed me the breakdown. So lah, actually I can earn a lot more. I mean, like in a sense that they buy that, right? And then I can, like, the insurance company can cover me a lot of stuff lah. Yeah, with with the things that I went through. Yeah, because the thing is like even if you lost your luggage and then you have travel insurance, so they will cover you that also. Because I think the most frequent one is always the lost baggages or like those kind of thing. So it's better to get that. It's only like as low as $20 as I say. Yeah. Yeah.
So my only take is anybody who travel, be it you're on tour or going anywhere or with family or whatnot, buy a fucking travel insurance. Don't be a fucking miser. That's all.
Yeah, seriously, like me. Yeah, and then also like Singaporean also, you need to know, it's like they say it's like no Singapore passport is very strong. It's like fucking shit lah. Seriously, it just works. Because the thing is like when you're there, it's like it's between you and the person behind the counter. Yeah, it's all depend like whether the person behind the counter, whether it's an asshole or not an asshole, or being nice, or just like doing his job, or just trying hard to do his job. But then again, I know at the end of the day he's doing his job. He is his country, as he says. Yeah, it's not my country. But then again, it's fine. It's over already. Yeah, it's a lesson learned in a sense. Yeah.
And also don't name your kid like Mujahideen or something like that, please.
Oh yeah. Yeah, even that time, because like for us, right? For us mostly, because it's like it's a bit difficult, because it's like we have the bin thing, you see. So it's like every time when the boarding pass will go like because after the Bin Laden thing, so it's like it become like some people, because you can never know. So because it's like your name will be like Bin Kadir and then like Amir, those kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then like that time also when I was being held up, he keep calling me Bin. I said like, what the hell? That's not even my name, yeah. Seriously. That's a Bin. That's a like son off or like daughter off or whatever, those kind of thing. Yeah.
So yeah, that's it lah.
Yeah. That's a long sigh. Kena sigh. So yeah. So
yeah lah. Hopefully anybody who's listening to this edition of the Rotcast learn a little bit of the backstory, learn the do's and don'ts and the loopholes. So I guess Fiaz, you got anything to say? Amir, you got any last words before we go off?
The last word is like, thank God that time when it happened is it on me. It's not one of the guys. Just imagine it's like Arif, Rashid, and then Amir, and then and then there's like minus either Rashid or Arif is not there, and then like I'm there, and like what fuck that even worse. Thank God it's not that. Thank God it's me. So it's like they still managed to like gone through the tour. Yeah. And thank God like the tour went through well. Yeah. Yeah lah. So guys, it's like touring, there's a lot of things I mean, like some stories is being told or said, because that time I did post on my Facebook and things like that. It's not like just like a status, but I hope it clears some things and like some misunderstanding or whatever. Some people thought like I'm an asshole or whatever. I'm not, man. Yeah.
All right. So stay healthy, Mr. Amir.
Stay healthy. Listen to more music.
Yeah. So anytime you guys want to have a chat with Amir, just go down to Burlington Square on Sunday and have a go at it. So I guess that's pretty much from us, from the Rotcast, and me, I'm one, and the other line is the boss, Mr. Fiaz, and Amir, our guest.
I'm two. B1, B2.
And
pajamas, walking down the stairs. Banana. Oh, shut up, man.
Dah.
Let's stop.
Yeah, it's bedtime already, bro.
So yeah, not to worry, Arif will be back soon enough. So stay tuned for the next edition of the Rotcast. We are signing off.